Today in the show, we're going to be talking about Batgirl and her new costume and her new perspective. Okay, so before we begin, just so you have some clarity on my opinions, let me tell you my personal point of view on Batgirl. I think Batgirl is huge by this point. I think she's probably an A-list character by now. Barbara Gordon was obviously the second Batgirl, but she is the Batgirl most people think of when they hear Batgirl. The first Batgirl series was released in the year 2000, and it followed Cassandra Cain, not Barbara Gordon. So if Barbara never had her own Batgirl series, why is she so iconic? Why is she so huge? I think the time that she was made has a lot to do with it. She was made in the 60s, and the 60s through to the early 90s featured some of the greatest stories that we've ever seen in comic book storytelling. It's very much this time that turned superheroes into icons, not just nice ideas and characters. It's this time that gave these superheroes their own weight in reality. And just for clarity, Tim Drake, Dick Grayson and Jason Todd are not A-list characters due to the nature of their icon. When you say Batgirl to people that don't read comics, they imagine a female Batman that is equal to Batman. When you say Robin, they imagine a lesser version of Batman. Now obviously me and you and whoever else reads comics knows that that's not true. Obviously, like Tim Drake, he's a much better detective than Batman, and Dick Grayson, he's a much better acrobat than Batman. They've all got their own skills that Batman doesn't have. But due to the nature of the Robin icon, the general audience won't know that. And that's what stops them from becoming A-list characters. But anyway, I digress. Back to Batgirl, her new perspective, and this new costume. Now obviously, I'm a huge costume person. I love superhero costumes. And as for this one, I love it. I think it's great. I love it so much. But it reminds me a lot of the Stephanie Brown costume. Now that's not a bad thing because I loved Stephanie Brown's run on Batgirl. It's probably my favorite Batgirl run. And it just kind of makes me miss Stephanie even more because as she is in Batman Eternal at the moment, she's not exactly the Stephanie Brown everyone loved. The one thing that surprised me is that I like the leather jacket a lot, and usually I don't like leather on heroes. Like, I hate it when a writer puts the X-Men in leather. I think it was Cyclops at one point that said, well, you know, we already have superpowers, so the leather was just making people even more nervous. I think the leather works because of the new attitude Batgirl's gonna have. She's gonna have this essence of joy that really hasn't been there in her run so far, which allows the leather to work. I really do have high hopes for this new run on Batgirl. It could possibly be the best run on Batgirl since Stephanie Brown. You might have liked Batgirl up till now, but I really didn't. I didn't think it was so hot. It just didn't have what I want from a Batgirl title. I want an essence of joy in every single page. And I really just didn't get that. Barbara has to love what she's doing. She chose to become a hero. And when people told her no, she just kept going. So obviously she loves what she's doing. So there has to be that essence of joy. All in all, I like the new costume, I like the new perspective for Batgirl, and I'm very, very excited. And I think this series might be DC's answer to Marvel's Miss Marvel series, which gets me even more excited because I love Miss Marvel. Now, for the more vigilant of you guys, you would have noticed that this video is actually going up on a Tuesday, not a Monday, Wednesday, or a Friday. And that's because this is a brand new series. My input on comic book news is going to be going up every Tuesday, but it needs your input. You guys get to suggest what I talk about in the next video. I'm doing this because I really don't take requests for history videos, so this is the best that I could do. So what you have to do is leave a suggestion for a news story down below, and I'll probably choose one, but it has to be comic book news stories alone, not like from general news. And the news stories have to be released from the 12th to the 18th of August, not from before then. It has to be in between those dates. Anything from before then will be ignored. I know that's a bit harsh because I do imagine one or two of you were going to comment saying, I know this is from before then, but could you talk about blah blah blah? but the structure of the series just would not work, so it has to be from the 12th to the 18th of August. The next episode will be the week after that, and so on and so forth. The direction I'm hoping to take this series in is like a weekly version of my Female Thor and Black Captain America videos, because I really liked that video and I liked the response that I got from it. So hopefully you will enjoy this series, because I know I'm going to enjoy it and it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's super effective! Okay guys, that is it for today. Let me know what news stories I should talk about in the comments down below, and also don't forget to let me know your opinion on the new Batgirl costume and perspective, and also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more news reviews, and also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support the show by checking out my Patreon so I can hit that A-list character goal and make bigger and better videos, and subscribe to my gaming channel. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.